Across the 38 federally recognized tribes in Oklahoma, there are roughly 500,000 Native American citizens who make up 13% of the state's population. A study conducted by Oklahoma City University shows tribes account for more than 87,000 jobs in Oklahoma, which is 6% of the working population. But the economic impact of Native American tribes is more far-reaching than the jobs they provide. Gaming revenues and federal dollars secured by the tribes pay for infrastructure needs and other services the state of Oklahoma can't afford. Drivers passing through Tulsa on a stretch of Interstate 244 sail by on a new 6-lane stretch of road adjacent to the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel. The Cherokee Nation, which owns the hotel and casino, paid for the dramatic roadway improvement. Chuck Hoskin Jr. is Secretary of State for the Cherokee Nation.
This was, on our end, over $15 million of funding, $2 million in land that we granted for easements, and it changed what was an inaccessible part of the Interstate 44, undersized for the development that was spurred by the Hard Rock. It changed it into this major interchange that is very safe and has really spurred economic development beyond just the casino.
After the road improvements were made, new businesses, hotels, and restaurants started to build nearby. The new Catoosa Hill Shopping Center will soon be home to a brand new Walmart Supercenter.
Millions and millions of dollars just from our tribal revenues go into projects like these. But if you look all over Cherokee Nation, the 14 counties in northeast Oklahoma, you see that we have a lot of projects that we make possible because of the federal dollars that we're able to harness. You look at our water and sanitation projects. In Nowata County, a few weeks ago, we were completing a $50,000 water line that was paid for in large part by the federal dollars that only Cherokee Nation is able to harness.
A study conducted by Oklahoma City University's Economic Research and Policy Institute looked at data provided by 7 Oklahoma tribes. Researcher Kyle Dean found the tribe's access to the Indian Reservation Road Program has been vital to Oklahoma.
It provides federal funds to improve roads and bridges within a tribal jurisdictional area. And that's monies that Oklahomans don't have to spend out of our taxpayer dollars. That comes directly from the federal government. And it's not just tribal roads, it's roads within a tribal jurisdictional area which services all Oklahomans within that area. So the tribes bring in money that essentially benefits all Oklahomans.
According to Dean's research, the tribes are getting more federal dollars each year. In 2012, the Indian Reservation Road Program sent nearly $65 million to federally recognized Oklahoma tribes. In 2013, tribes received more than $72 million. The Muskogee Creek Nation just finished a new bridge and a road in the city limits of Okmulgee, where the tribe is headquartered. The nation extends into 11 Oklahoma counties.
We have paved more roads and built more bridges in our jurisdiction than the previous years because we're taking an aggressive approach about who we are as Muskogee Creek Nation and where we live and the need for our citizens, whether it's our tribal citizens or otherwise, to have safe roads and bridges to be able to travel on.
The Muskogee Creek Nation also uses its own money to support communities within its jurisdiction. The nation recently came to the aid of the Okmulgee Memorial Hospital.
We knew that if that hospital closed its doors, it would have been devastating to this community.
The Muskogee Creek Nation took ownership of the hospital after acquiring its huge debt. The nation is also taking care of Okeema's health needs.
We just broke ground for a new hospital in Okeema, much needed. We were the very first tribe in the country to own and operate its own hospital. Now we're looking at a state-of-the-art hospital in a rural area.
The Gypsy School in a rural area near Depew was about to close its doors because of dwindling dollars. The Muskogee Creek Nation has provided the funding to keep it open. The Chickasaw Nation is also making a big impact in southern Oklahoma. A new cultural center and the recently opened upscale Artesian Hotel, Casino, and Spa in Murray County created many new jobs. The projects have also sparked other economic development in the county seat of Sulphur.
The last unemployment rate that I saw from Murray County was under 3%. And you're seeing new businesses opening all throughout downtown Sulphur. And we would like to think think that the Chickasaw Nation has contributed to that synergy that's occurring now in Maury County along with our community partners.
Chickasaw Nation dollars also bailed out Remington Park when it went bankrupt. After buying the racetrack for more than $80 million in 2010, it has spent more than $35 million to update and beautify the facility, which now houses a casino.
So from an Oklahoma City standpoint, that's an amenity that we have in the city to offer our citizens that may or may not have existed had the Chickasaws not come in.
Secretary of Commerce for the Chickasaw Nation, Bill Lance, says the nation supports more than 16,000 jobs in 13 counties, and long-range plans will expand its workforce.
We have a very comprehensive strategy around tourism. I think you're going to see a lot of entertainment-related projects and tourism-related projects over the next several years.
The River Spirit Casino on the eastern bank of the Arkansas River in Tulsa has been renovating the 330,000 square feet casino building in anticipation of a planned Margaritaville on the river project. The Muskogee Creek Nation endeavor will include a 26-story luxury hotel, an additional casino, as well as a convention center, pool deck, and a Margaritaville restaurant and bar. With the opening of new ventures like Margaritaville, the tribe's contribution to the state's economy is expected to exceed what they contributed just 4 years ago.
Total direct tribal expenditures and revenues were about $6.8 billion. So to put that into context, if tribes were an industry, they would have been the 8th largest industry in Oklahoma.